make up, like mkutane, muonge.
That will never happen, not in this life. Maybe in the other life. I feel like people are hypocrites outside here. They pretend too much because I'm not the first or the last woman to be married as a second wife.
So Obare and Amira are at it again. Just when we thought this chapter was closed, these two have reignited their beef, and it all started with the Annie Idibia and Two-Face Idibia divorce drama. Yes, you heard that right. But for those who might be new to this tea, let me give you a quick recap.
I don't even owe her anything. You are dealing with the wrong people. Deal with your husband. Nonsense.
Obare and Amira's history dates back to their messy love triangle with Jimal Roho Safi, Amira being the first wife, accused Amber of snatching her husband and even using witchcraft. Anyway, after all the social media wars, insults, and public embarrassment, both ladies moved on from Jimal, and we all thought that was the end of it. But clearly the internet never forgets, and neither do they. Fast forward to now, Amber decided to chime in on the whole Annie Idibia and Two-Face Idibia situation. If you're living under a rock, Annie and Two-Face have been making headlines after their marriage hit the rocks again, and a lot of female celebs and fans have been showing support for Annie, while Amber was one of them. I'll read her post in part. She says, "My heart breaks for Annie. After 25 years of marriage, I can't even begin to imagine what she's going through. The pain, the betrayal, the overwhelming emotions, and to add insult to injury, the relentless attacks on social media." Then she goes ahead to say, "Sending you so much love, strength, and warmest hugs. You don't deserve this." She went on to say a bunch of things, then concluded by saying women should love themselves enough to know when to walk away. Shortly after Amira came through with some subtle shade, this is what she said. Hypocrisy, crying, laughing emoji. But Amber being Amber, she wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped back hard, and not just at Amira, but also at the online keyboard warriors who flooded her DMs to call her out. Her response? "It's crazy how some people are flooding my DMs with insults just because I aired my opinion about Annie's story. I've been called a hypocrite, accused of making other women cry because I was once a second wife." Then went ahead to say, "And let's be honest, I wasn't their first or last side chick, but I've already paid for my mistakes." Now here is where it gets interesting. While Amira chose not to continue the back and forth, Amber made it very clear that she and Amira will never be friends, not in this life, maybe in another one.
I think it's high time people should just move on. Unajua, people are going through a lot of stuff in life, and I feel like people are just wanna a hypocrite, but they're more of hypocrites. Yeah.
Talking of hypocrite, we saw who posted was Amira, and so many people are asking if you guys can make up, like mkutane, muonge.
That will never happen, not in this life, maybe in the other life.
And then, of course, she brought up the past, reminding everyone that she was a publicly flaunted second wife. And if Amira had a problem with that, she had no business marrying a Muslim man in the first place.
And all. But you see, at the end of the day, Jimal was a Muslim.
He's allowed to marry more than 2.
Exactly. He is allowed to marry up to 4 wives. Sindio, I was his second wife. I was not his side chick. No, because sikuwa na feature, nyimlona nikefichwa. Sikuwa na feature, I was not his side chick. It was public. He came to public na akani claim, akasema, "This is my second wife." Na kuna mali aliwacha Amira. Sindio? Amira aliolewa na the same law enye mimi niliolewa nayo ya Muslims. Sindio? Mimi pia niliolewa na law ya Muslim. So nani pretend hapa? Honestly speaking, kama halikuwa anajua ataki kukuwa na bibi wa pili na watatu na wanne, then angekubali kuolewa na Muislamu. The same thing that hata mimi ingenifanyikia.
At the end of the day, Amber says she has moved on and healed, but clearly the past still haunts her every now and then. Meanwhile, Amira has chosen to take the high road after her hypocrisy posts. She went back to minding her business. Now, my question to you, was Amber right to insert herself into the Two-Face and Annie Idibia drama? And do you think she and Amira will ever be cool? Let's chat in the comments. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more news. Catch you next time.
At least you encourage her. Na watu wakakuattack sana pale wakasema wewe zako zilifeli hapa kule. Ikakuwa mingi sana. Baby, what do you have to say about?
You know, for me, I was just advising women, honestly speaking. Like, for me, from where I sit, I feel like a woman should love herself, put herself first, get your own money and all. Niyo ndio tunikuwa try kuambia watu. Basi watu wanaanza kuniletea vitu zingine mingi. They try to bring in my past. I'm like, okay, where is this coming from? I mean, najua hamnipendi, but you